All right. The fall television, always an exciting time for me. Always time to see my girls. Married to Medicine, season 10, the trailer has finally dropped to tease us on what we have to come. It's coming November the 5th. I sat and I watched this trailer and I said, come again? First time ever this has happened to me with Married to Medicine. Come again. A show about doctors, doctors' wives, doctors' husbands, doctors' children. And we got a trailer with jokes surrounding a coffin for a show about doctors. And that don't sound too good. Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. Listen, it's season 10, November the 5th. We're going to get this whole start to a new season of Married to Medicine. I wish I were as excited as I've been over the last 9 seasons. This trailer left me feeling a kind of way. It really, really did. One, we got 2 people gone and somebody else here. In the trailer, there is no signs of Contessa. There's no signs of Anila. As much as I love Contessa and her husband, my feelings ain't too hurt. Okay, they're not. If they're not there, they're not there. Anila, I liked Anila's husband, but Anila and her mother, not too hurt. So we're fine. We're fine there. We're fine there. But we have an addition. Phaedra Parks. Phaedra Parks of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now, I wasn't too hurt to see Phaedra leave Real Housewives of Atlanta. Yes, I'm one of those people who I never was gung-ho about Phaedra. She was okay when she was there. I liked her husband. I liked Apollo. They got off to a bad start because the Apollo and Kenya thing was just always disrespectful to me, and I just never really got past that. So once they were gone, it was like whatever, it was fine. They just, I don't know, something about Phaedra and Apollo. But one thing that I do know about Phaedra brings drama. She brings drama. She brings foolishness, as she brings antics. So, not on this show. I'm not so much with antics. The antics on this show really belong to Toya, but Toya is nothing like the antics that Phaedra brings to the show. And then, of course, Quad. Quad is a whole dramatic situation all in herself, but it's a different type of, dramatization of everything. You know what Quad gives, honey. This is my life. That's Quad. That's what Quad gives, honey. And Mariah, when Mariah was there, Mariah's dramatic, I'll not come off my chariots and throw vegetables with you peasants. That's the type of drama and dramatization that you get with Married to Medicine. It's their dramatics of their personality. But when I say pomp and circumstance, and Phaedra takes it to a whole nother level where it's literally clownery and buffoonery. And that's not what I tune into Married to Medicine for. Married to Medicine has always given us real moments. That's what I loved about Married to Medicine. With all of what they have going on, you're drawn in to the friendships. Through the season when they are having their times, I'm having a time. They will literally break you into tears because you just are vested in them. And I admit that you are vested in them. I love these ladies and what they bring. And you know who's who, you know who's with the mess, but you're drawn in. It took me a long time to even take on the Heavenly. You know what I mean? Because Heavenly gives a taste of buffoonery. But after a while, you got used to Heavenly and you're like, all right, this is what Dr. Heavenly gives. But the type of buffoonery and foolishness that Phaedra Parks brings, I don't know. And right away, right in the beginning, we got a scene with, like they showed, well, the trailer is really short. It's really short. It really doesn't tell us much of anything. It really didn't tell us much of anything. But the thing that stuck out to me is this whole thing. We got these two guys coming in, dragging this coffin, and the ladies are over at this church, and they're only there. So it's not a whole service. It's just them. I said, Phaedra up at the top of the church. And I'm like, what is this? What is this? I hope this coffin isn't symbolizing the death of this show. Because for me, any type of, and then you got Dr. Jackie, the most serious of all time. I'm a little bothered. I'm a little worried. I'm a little worried. I don't give a damn what you say. A joke on a show about doctors involving a coffin is in poor taste. It just is in poor taste for me. It just is not what I come to this show for. And I mean, they've stretched it many times. You know, their rise to fame was literally a fight between the wives of doctors. They are out there banging. I mean, actually banging. Toya and Mariah. So, I mean, they've always skated the line a bit, but when I seen that coffin, it just did something to me. I said, what type of buffoonery is Phaedra bringing? And of course it was attached to Phaedra. And I said, I hope she don't do the show with her buffoonery, honey. I hope it just don't go all roll downhill. That's not what I want from my show. That is not what I want from my show. Anyway, so let's just talk about this trailer and what it wasn't. Okay. Sorry, you guys. Y'all know I love y'all at Married to Medicine, but I got to give y'all this, honey. I got to give y'all this lash and this little taste. I got to give it to you. It is what it is. We do real. I'm real with y'all, and that's just the way I get down, and I ain't too happy. Okay, so I'm looking. Like I said, no Contessa, no Anila. There's Phaedra Parks. Why is she here, Ike? Why is she here? Phaedra's a lawyer. She's also an undertaker. Again, she's an undertaker. So what's the joke with the coffin? And who's dramatic enough to actually come in this car? And Dr. Heavenly's like, first the bitch was dead, now the bitch is back alive. I said, okay, so who's she talking about? Who is dramatic enough to be making an entrance in this coffin, fooling around with the buffoonery that is Phaedra Parks? Quad? I don't think so. I don't think, as dramatic as Quad can be, I don't see her showing up in no coffin. I just don't see it. That I don't see it. I would be very shocked, and my eyebrows that I don't hardly have will really raise up if I see Quad jump her ass up out of that coffin. If she do it, that's going to be an episode where y'all going to see me get Quad, and y'all, because y'all know y'all always say I favor her, honey. But if I see her jump her ass out of that coffin, we're going to have a tete-a-tete. That's just going to be the way it's going to be. I just don't see her doing it. Now, is Mariah dramatic enough to actually show up in the coffin? Absolutely she is. Absolutely, she is. And you know what? Y'all know I'm not a Mariah fan, but I ain't seen her in a while. And if she coming in clowning like that, I'll accept it. I'll allow it. I'll allow it. I think she's dramatic enough to do it, you know, because her last showing with that walking sideways, baby girl, do I need to bring the receipt? All that's the last time I see Mariah. And I have to say, I was pretty tickled at the way she was acting. She was acting ridiculous. So is Mariah dramatic enough to come in the coffin? I think so. I think so. Or hell is it going to be? You know, listen, the type of clownery and foolishness that is Phaedra. It might be Shangela from Drag Race that come in the damn coffin. I don't know. But whatever it is, whoever it is, I'm telling you now, before we even get to the episode, it's in poor taste. It's in poor taste. How Phaedra got here, I heard that she basically has some business that she's doing where she's doing holistic healing. Child, a jack of all trades, a jack. Yes. But whatever, we'll see. We'll see what has Bravo Andy done to wrap Ms. Parks into this show. Whatever. Anyway, so we got that. We have Eugene and Toya having a conversation about, it looked like marital problems. They've had theirs in the past, but for some reason I feel like they're putting 20 on 10 and they really ain't talking about them. I think they're actually talking about somebody else and we're playing blame it on the edit. I think that's what's actually going on with that. So I was like, whatever. Then you got Heavenly and Quad having this conversation where Quad feels like the girls were attacking her. She's like, the girls, they trying to bury me. That's normal. Quad and Heavenly go back and forth. That's to be expected. So that's nothing to get excited about. And then we have Simone. Let me hold Simone right there. Simone is doing classic Simone, which I love Simone, but there's one thing that Simone does that makes me want to shake her and just because Simone is your fake friend. She's your fake friend. She's your friend that will go along to get along doing some other shit and then be, well, I was in my feelings. That's Simone. When she does that stuff, it irritates me because it's weak. It's weak. And I don't view her as a weak person, but when it comes to friendships, you weak. But again, nothing to get all turned up about because this is classic Simone. So I'll accept it. Here's the other thing. And it's so funny that hopefully this is not the major storyline and what the whole season is going to be about. We got Dr. Gregory back. We have Dr. Gregory and his new wife. That we see them getting engaged. We see them doing a bridal shower and we see them doing a bachelor party for him. And then you got Quad. So this could go either really bad and really interesting or really bad. I got a feeling it's not going to be enough to really hold us and really make a season, something big, because we've already seen her in real time congratulating and speaking highly, saying that there was an interview she did with Andy where, not Andy, I'm sorry, Heavenly, when her and Heavenly were having a little tete-a-tete back and forth, and she told her, oh no, when I saw online, I saw there that he had proposed her, it gave me butterflies. I was just so happy for them that they found love. So that would say that her attitude isn't enough to give us the messy ass drama that we would need to hold this whole season together with that. But the nerve of Bravo to even bring them on the show. It's like a slap in her face. You know what I mean? Because she hasn't remarried. You know, this is something to build off of. She hasn't remarried. And then Gregory was gone. They didn't keep following Gregory after they split. She was just married to Medicine, and she wasn't married to Medicine. And that was, remember, that was Mariah's thing. You're not even married to Medicine, my darling. You know, it was all that. And then you go back, she still ain't married to no one that has anything to do with Medicine. And then you go bring Dr. Gregory back with a new woman. The nerve of you all, when she is one of the main characters. She is the breakout star of the show. That was nerve. That was nerve. But she doesn't seem angry or bothered enough for it to create a really deep, good storyline like you would think from some other people, because the way Quad is, Quad ain't even going to let you see her sweat like that. So I don't know. Now, if there had been Toya, baby, Toya would have gave us what we wanted, honey. She'd have been on the floor and crying and then making plans and doing all kind of shit. That Toya would have showed her whole black ass. But Quad not going to do that. So I don't know. But all in all, the trailer gave me nothing. It gave me nothing. It gave me nothing to be excited about. This is, at this point right here, and then nothing really about Dr. Jackie. I didn't see nothing about Dr. Jackie. And when I said I'm going to hold Simone right there, Simone is going to get on my nerves, because we got Simone basically being the cheerleader to the new woman. But ain't that classic Simone? Simone, you showing up like you got a face for everybody, honey. It's like the 3 faces of Eve, honey. But I don't know. But again, this trailer gave me really not too much of anything. I have to tell you, I'm at this point, November 5th, I'll be right here in this space, turn this direction, watching the television like I always do. And that's exactly what it's given. Like I always do. And that ain't a good thing. It ain't a good thing for me to be tuning into any show because it's like I always do. No, I should be excited to see you. I should be excited to see you. But I can't say that I am. I can't say that I am. And again, I just hope that Phaedra ain't coming with some buffoonery that's going to take us out. I ain't ready for it to go. You know, I'm like this, but I ain't ready for us to be taken out. But let's see. November 5th is close and it's coming. Let's see what we get.